We were called out to do some roofing repairs on this property, and I think it was recently it was purchased. I think December 15th, 2023, and today is January 28th, 2024. So this people had this property for just under 2 months, and they already having water issues. And this is mainly the area that they're having issues with. So the client was referred to us as an owner, general contract. Legit and reputable general contractor. Well, in reality, our reputation has been built on electrical contracting, but now that we're offering also general contracting, most of our clients are basically referrals. So anyway, in order for me to get more information, I had to go into the assessors page and find out if this right here was actually built under a building permit, and apparently it was back in 1986. I don't know why. Oh, right. 1985. But it was really a faulty construction. Even though it was permitted, even though it was inspected, it was never built right. This ceiling right here has all kinds of water damage, and then there's moist right here. I was taking a reading just a little while ago, and I was doing the moisture map, and I could see where the moist is. We're checking percentage on humidity, and of course I still got to change the title block to to the other business. But anyway, so what really matters is that I went into one of the websites that advertises homes for sale and all that. Another thing too, so what they did is they did this kind of in a sneaky way. So they put vinyl laminated floorings up. Laminated flooring on the ceiling to make it look, like accent, like it was something, design wise. But in reality, it was a cover up, because all of this it has water damage now, and also these walls right here are also a cover up, because this house was built in 1944, so it didn't have drywall, it had like plaster. And so this is the door to the outside, and this is the opening to connect to the actual living room, and the entrance is right around here somewhere. But anyway, so everything looks nice, remodel, everything looks kind of decent. When we go to Google Map, this is the actual ceiling of that area that I was showing you earlier. So this ceiling is basically this roof right here, and I could see how water's been sitting there and sipping right through the deck and onto the ceiling for years, maybe since they built the house. So these people just recently just bought the house, so now they get stuck with the defects. And so I think that it's a good thing to kind of educate yourself and look at the property. So like right here, for instance, this property was purchased, let me see if oh yeah, it shows the date right here, March 30th, 2017, and it was bought by flippers. And of course I cannot disclose the actual name of him, so I also cannot disclose the name of the previous owner. So the flippers bought it in 2017, and they turned around about 5 months later, and they bought it. They sold it to this people, private owner, and then our client now bought it just over a little bit over a month ago. And we got the insurance company involved, and that's why I'm generating the moisture map, and I'm also generating the what do you call it, the monitoring log, which in reality I only been out there once, so I gotta pass this information over to our computer so we can just generate the proper documentation, turn it over. But it's gonna be a catchy one, because I already told the owner that the only way we would touch this roof is if we just redo the whole roof, because warranty and because of liability issues, we don't want them coming back, because I believe there's also a little bit of water damage right here, and this is kind of like almost a flat roof, so it was never done right. Even though it was permitted, even though it was inspected, this one right here has a big old crack in between the two walls, so it was never properly joined to the existing building, so it's defective just about all the way around. So I do encourage people that if they want to buy a new house, or they want to buy a house, and they look at it all nice and pretty, and decorated and what have you, with a little bit of a design, accent walls and things like that, it's always good to find out if it's a flipper or an investor behind that property, because they don't care. They just basically turn things around and make a quick buck and run. But the owner's gonna end up stuck with the bill on fixing the property. I know the owner's already talking about a lawsuit, in which we're not gonna get involved. We're just gonna provide the information. We're gonna provide the services that we will be approved to do as well. We provide all the information, but yeah, in order for us to get involved, we will have to redo the entire roof, and later on fix up the moist issues. No other way around it. But yeah, they did it kind of sneaky. They put this boards, wood boards right here to cover the moist behind this, because they the insurance company from their end also, they sent a mitigation company, and they were not able to see any moist on this wall. Well, no, because the actual wall is behind this board, and that's where all the moist is. And of course the ceiling, I don't have the images right now. I just had to download it from my camera to my computer, but all of this had bubbles. And like I said, once I looked at the roof and I was able to climb up there, I was like, oh yeah, well, this has been happening for many years. But yeah, I think that it's always a good thing to look and see who you're buying from, and who the previous owners were, because if it's a flipper or if it's an investor, they don't care. They basically just hire the cheapest of the labor, and they just buy somewhat of decent looking material, but craftsmanship is never there. And since they don't do it without a permit, nobody inspects those the work that's being done, and at the end you're risking your investment. That's basically really what it comes down to. So really pay attention.